Hi, you all. One of my favorite quotes came from a movie, and it's We Were Soldiers, and it was Colonel Hal Moore training his leaders, and he told them, remember, there is always one more thing you can do. And I have studied great leaders, and one of the things that I've noticed is most of them, well, almost all of them, have that same mentality, and they say it in a different form. Get creative, think outside of the box, but find a different solution. And I experienced that with, I was having neuropathy in my feet and in my hands. And it was a late term side effect from the chemo that I'd taken for breast cancer, called the Red Devil. It was a Red Devil cocktail is what they called it. And, and so, I mean, it was years later, and they were wanting to have me take this one drug. I didn't want to take this drug. And so I had so many doctors saying this is a drug to take, but I looked at the side effects of the drug and I was like, no. But after praying, I felt like it was okay for me to take it just to show them it is not a good drug for me. So I took it. You only took it for 3 weeks. And in 3 weeks, I blew up. I gained 30 pounds and I was so fatigued that I had to be careful going around corners because I thought I was going to hit my head. And I stopped taking it after 3 weeks. And I told my doctors, when I went, I said, I stopped taking that medicine. It was horrible. This is what it did to me. So I realized that there's got to be another way. This is not a new problem. So I started doing research, and I found out that if you take, for me, now this is for me in my situation, even in primrose oil and omega-3, and 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams a day, it would take care of that issue. And you all, I did that, and it did. And it was natural, and there were no negative side effects. But, and that just goes back to that mindset of, in this healing process that I'm going through, that there's always one more thing you can do. God has gone before us, and he's made preparation. And I've even had it to where when I or one of my children were going through something, they didn't have the medical research when we first started going through it. But we started praying and speaking, and by the time we got to where we needed a certain thing, they had a breakthrough, because God is just that ahead of everything. He is in the future making a way today. So when you feel stuck, remember, your Father is making a way before you even get to that problem. And there's usually always one more thing you can do. I hope this encourages you today, you all, and y'all have a great day. Bye.